So we have a client who wants to put a lock on this 4-panel set of bifolding doors. This is probably 4068 would be my guess. Each one of these are 1 foot. So the way that this would work is you would need, in order for it to work, you need to be able to put a lock here or here and have it connect to the other door, is the bottom line. Now, in order to determine whether or not we can provide something that's going to work, we need to know if it'll fit. So the first question we have to know is, how wide is the stile? This is the stile. This is a stile. This is a stile. These are slats. This is what we would call a lock rail or a mid rail. That's the bottom rail, and the top rail would be up here as well. So the question becomes is, how wide is this? It's also important to know is how thick this is, but not nearly as important to know how wide this is. So the reason that that's important is because the lock that we're considering, any lock that we're considering, we've got to know that we can fit it onto the door. Well, the lock in consideration is the Knapp and Vogt 1064, and this video is to really dissect this to make sure that the client's able to determine whether or not this will fit. So you're seeing really what's a reference to bypassing. This is not really appropriate, but what's most important is knowing not only the back set of where the hole has to be drilled, but also the diameter of the hole. So given the fact that this is very likely a very constrained space that we're working on, we're going to want to study it absolutely. So we've got some definitions. Stile, we've defined that. Back set. Back set is the dimension from the edge of the door to the center of something. So let's talk about that. Back set. Here's the door that the client has. Here's your louver slats, right? Here's your mid rail. Here's your stile. You get the picture, okay? So how wide is the stile? That has to be known. But back set is, let's say that this is a swinging door. It doesn't matter what type of door it is. It doesn't matter that it's beveled edge. Let's just redraw that and assume that the door is square edge, that this is, okay, square. Back set is the dimension from the edge of the door to the center of something. In most instances, it's to the center of the hole that's been drilled in the door for the lock set. Okay, we have to know the diameter of this hole as well. So back set is 5/8 from edge. That does not help us because they're not telling us what the true back set is. What this installation instructions is telling us really is the edge of the door to the edge of the hole, I think, is 5/8. And in order for us to determine what's actually happening, we're going to grab this lock off the shelf and take a look at it. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. So let's decide where we're going to place this. The instructions don't tell us back set. They say from edge of door. Edge of door to what? I don't know. So if you did a 5/8 back set, edge of the door to the center of the hole at 5/8, you can see you'll have some room over here. The center of that keyhole is right on the 5/8 of my tape measure. Well, it is now. Okay. If we do it at a 5/8 from the edge, you're going to be over closer to about 7/8 or 15/16 back set. You're going to need a much wider stile. But let's just assume a 5/8 back set. And I'm saying that because it looks like the stile on these bifold doors is quite small. And the fact that this is a bifolding lock, the factory probably figured it to be a 5/8 back set. But let's see if it's going to actually work. So from the template, we know we've got a 3/4 inch diameter hole. So let's take a look at having a, I'm just going to draw this quickly. So you have a 3/4 inch diameter hole at 5/8 backset. Okay, well, half of 3/4 is 3/8. It just is. So we've got a 3/8 radius now. So from the center line over here is 3/8 of an inch. Well, 5/8 minus 3/8 is a 1/4 inch. So you're going to have a 1/4 inch left over here. Okay, so 5/8 times 2 is 1.25 inches. So if your style is 1.25 inches, if your style is 1.25 inches, double the 5/8, you're in really great shape. If you were to put this at 5/8 from the edge, you're just going to shift it all over by an additional 3/8 of an inch. How do I get that? Well, if it was the edge, if this was 5/8, all you're doing is shifting over half of the 3/8, where that would come here, and then you'd have 3/4 inch. So 3/8 times 2 plus 3/4 inch, so that's 1.5 inches. 3/8 plus 3/8 is 3/4 plus the diameter. 3/8 here, 3/8 here, plus the diameter of the hole, that would give you 1.5 inches. So really you're going to be at either 1.25 inch wide style or 1.5 inch wide style. Where you position all of it is probably not super critical, in the sense that you're going to adjust the strike on the backside of the other style to account for where you position this. And that, the instructions probably don't even provide any guidance in terms of that. So whether it's here or it's shifted a 1/4 inch, it shouldn't really matter. So what would matter, however, is knowing what that overall dimension is from here over to here. So I'm just going to measure that on the top of my desk here. About 2.5 inch. 2.5 inch. From the outside edge here all the way to over here, 2.5 inch. So that's telling me that they're really counting on a 5/8 backset, because that would give me 1.25 inches times 2 is 2.5, plus the gap between the two doors, 1/8 of an inch left to play. So without knowing what it is from the installation instructions, I'm going to go with 5/8 as the backset, and that's what I would need to achieve, which means you don't have to have a 1 inch, pardon me, you don't have to have an 1.25 inch style, but you're going to need 5/8 plus 3/8. Yeah, you're going to need a minimum of 1 1/8 style, because if you go 5/8 backset plus half of that 3/4 hole is 3/8, that's 1 inch. So you're going to need an 1.25 inch style is just the bottom line. If you go with edge of the door to the edge of the hole, you're going to need a bigger style by that difference, which was a 1/4 inch. Okay, let's wrap this up on screen, just looking at the installation instructions one more time. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. Okay, just to put the finishing touches on this, 5/8 hole from edge, we're going to call it to the center of the hole, which is 3/4 inch diameter. They're telling you 36 inch off the, they don't tell you, probably the finished floor would be my guess, in terms of where it should be, but that's at your discretion. If it was me, I would probably make it symmetrical with what was already happening on the doors. I'd probably look to center it here so it looked symmetrical. Now, the other thing that we don't know is how thick this is. This is going to be intended for doors that are 3/4 inch to 1 3/8. You can put it on a thicker door, it will work, but it won't look right because there's not a trim collar. Forgive me, there is a trim collar, it's right here. So it can go on an even thicker door, but your key will stick quite far in. 2.5 was from here all the way outside to here. Okay. Any questions on the installation of a Knapp and Vogt PB1068 bifolding, is it 1068? 1064 bifolding door lock, or any other Knapp and Vogt product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.